I did have a thought about they getting chased off our spot. And the whole point is we are gonna get chased off our spot periodically. But during them times, it's up to us to go back to our fundamentals and look for the option. See, there's always gonna be an open option. And see, that's what it says in the text. The Most High always makes a way of escape. So yeah, from time to time, Hasatan is gonna get to us because we're not perfect yet either. But when that happens, we have to go to plan B or the next option. And a lot of times, using the analogy again, as a baller, and you get chased off your spot, sometimes you have to move and go for the layup instead of shooting the jumper. You have to go to plan B, which is the layup. And then you may have to go to plan C, which is the pass. But we always have to take it to the Most High and listen to His Ruach HaKodesh, His Holy Spirit, to give us the guidance in which direction we need to proceed in. And a lot of it is going to end up with us on our knees first. And like I said in the beginning, with our heart and our hands presented to the Most High, asking Him for help and for His directions and for His forgiveness and us repenting and turning from the mistakes we have made. But like I was saying before also, we can't get caught up in our emotions. So that's really the only move Hasatan has, is our emotions. Once you get us in our emotions and start having us to start doubting, it's over now. Let me get back to work. And two, Pastor Kenny said something very profound last night. He said, I am not above making mistakes. And I have to go to the Most High myself to make sure I'm pure at heart. And see, I think he made this statement also in the Bible study a few nights ago also. He was like, I've been in this not understanding or this ultimate knowledge that he calls it for over 10 years. But I still make mistakes. Oh, excuse me. So for a man with all of that knowledge and understanding under his belt, and he puts me in mind of David and his attitude towards the Most High. When the Most High found him to be at fault, he quickly said, okay, it's me, you got me, in my own words. And I'm just saying that Pastor Kenny has the same attitude towards the Most High. And that's the attitude I try to live by myself. I don't know it all. I never will know it all. But I'm well acquainted with the one that does know it all. And I'm gonna jump on this bike. Most High willing, we're gonna get our 5.5, 6 miles in today. And take it to the highs. Stay up, keep pushing forward in the right direction. You can do it. praise to the Most High. I was just about to cut on my, my bike app. And my Aunt Myron called me. And I got my phone on vibrate. And I don't even feel it when it's in my pocket. I'll be one way when I be on my ride. And I guess like anybody would be when they're handling their job. But see, I do take this as my job. And more than just a job, but a mission. One that I know has been given to me by the Most High. So I take it very seriously. But yeah, that was him calling, which to me is a very important phone call. Because it's the Most High setting into motion something for our Hebrew brethren. Something for us to build up our unity and to encourage one another. But as I stated before, the new motto of my life is, don't talk about it, be about it. So mum's the word. But saying all that just to say how the Most High work and his timing works. No, he didn't say your Aunt Myron is on the phone, but he simply reminded me that I hadn't set my ride nap when I first started my ride. And some folks might say, oh, that's just coincidental. And all I can say to that is okay. Okay. And since I'm talking, I might as well keep on, huh? But yeah, who's your targeted audience? Who have you noticed that the Most High has given you a heart for? And that is seemingly easier for you to communicate with these folks. And see, as I said in my notes, major companies will pay millions of dollars just for a few seconds of that Super Bowl slot commercials or commercial slots, because they know that they will have more of their targeted audiences watching than not. Plus a whole lot of other customers they may talking to buying their product, or at least planting that seed. And see, that's something I had to learn about selling myself as a professional seller. A lot of times it's about your presentation and just plant the seed. You don't have to make the sale all the time the first time you see an individual. You plant the seed and you make it personal. You're letting that individual know just how much they need your product and how much it has helped you. And see, that's the case with one of, hey, how you? And that's the case with one of the products we used to sell at AutoZone. It's called Lucas's Screw Treatment. And see, I could really get them things to jumping out the door because I've had a personal experience with it. Not only whenever the gas light in my truck come on, I would pop a bottle of that in and it would make the light go off. And the truck would run a whole lot better and have better fuel economy. And it's proven, something proven to myself. So once you have a personal testimony, it's easier to sell a product to individuals. And see, as like I said, was the case with that product. I had it jumping off the shelves. And see, what's so important about that, I was able to train my team to do the same. To have the same mentality as far as making the product that they were selling personally or personal. Now, of course, I wouldn't encourage lying, but at the same time, all is fair in love and war and the sale. And even though with some of them products I show lied because I ain't had that personal experience, but what I was doing was making the same claim as the manufacturer of the product. Oh boy, that's a good thought. And see, everything I'm talking about now, we as the Most High's children have to look at His kingdom as our product. We have to look at His Son as the product bringer. Or the owner of the company. And He brought the product to us. And first, that product has changed our lives, and now we want to get it out to the world. Or as I said before, those that we are called to in our sphere of influence. Because like I said, everybody ain't gonna get it. Pardon me. Excuse me. And I think the more fitting word would be what I did in a recording twice. Everybody ain't gonna make it. Just like I heard a teacher telling the story of one of his friends who had tried to talk to a minister, I believe. And that fella said, son, I'd rather die and go to hell than to give up my barbecue. I said, oh boy, what a sad song. And no, I'm not talking about the dietary law today. But that may have been for somebody that's still hampering on eating that pork, that shrimp, and that lobster, and all the other things that's bad for their body. And see, that's what we got to remember. Everything ain't for us. And what's good for other people, or other folks, ain't always good for us. We're built different. We come from a different climate and had different diets. And what we're working on now is trying to get as close to the diet we had when we was in our land. And even though this isn't as tangible as we wanted, we do know that certain foods are not for us. But like I said, I'm not dipping and dabbing into that today. But yeah, who are you called to? And I would like to put it this way also. Who do you have a passion for? What rocks your boat when it comes to seeing an individual coming to the Most High? Of course, everybody, but just as everybody ain't gonna make it, as I stated before, we're not called to everybody. So I think in this season, we really have to be set apart in this manner more than ever than the churches and their cookie-cutter approach to salvation. Which, first of all, we know from the text, there's no such thing as once saved, always saved. Because the word says, those that endure until the end shall be saved. And I'm sure there's plenty of backsliders in hell right now that would attest to that if they could. And one, we see the story in the book, the rich man who asked the Most High if he could go back and witness to his brothers. But the Most High said, no, too late. And even also, if you were able, they wouldn't believe you anyway. And we see that as a witness of Yahushua HaMashiach and his being raised from the dead. And plenty of folks seeing him. And folks not adhering to his message. So how do you expect someone to adhere to yours? I mean, it would make my eyebrows rise. I mean, my eyebrows would rise high. And it would really make me want to pay attention to whatever that fella had to say. And that's just me. But see, stories like this, the problem is they don't last long in a person's conscience, or what's the word, in their psyche. See, an individual would need more of a shock to that psyche like I had with that stroke, brain surgery or brain procedure, open heart surgery, 3 major operations on my leg to remove blood clots, and also 3 toes amputated. See, that was a shock to my psyche, and that helped me wake up. Oh boy, thank the Most High. And my word of encouragement, as I always like to say around this time, is to seek the Most High's face, as always, but with this thought of the day. Father, who am I called to? Who is my targeted audience after you? On your left, sir. Thank you so much. Boy, mom's the word. I've learned that if you don't have something good to say, you don't say nothing at all. So that's why I say mom's the word. Sorry, pardon me. Yeah, I heard that too. But like I said, mom's the word. See, that's what I'm saying today about letting the enemy run you off your spot. Not only am I going to continue to use the public walkway, but I'm not getting into an attitude about somebody trying to block it. So you have to let some folks be where they be, and you continue to be where you are. Thank you, Most High. See, that's maturity. And I can say that I have matured, and I can see the maturity in myself. And it comes with silence. See, we don't have to always say something. And at the same time, we don't always have to do something out the way, outside of ourselves. Because trust me, Hasatan's right there whispering. Especially when I heard them other fellas in the background making crazy noises. But see, I tend to ignore mess like that. Because I say they're the ignorant ones, not me. So the Most High is going to look at me as somebody with the knowledge of the script we've been harping on the last few weeks, as far as follow peace with all men. And here I go acting a fool. No, not today. But see, this is a perfect example of how Hasatan would try to take you off your spot. Or take you out of the game altogether. So if he can get you off your spot, then the coach's gonna have to pull you. And get somebody else in there that can get that shot in the bucket, in the hole. I don't want the Most High pulling me out of the game. I spent too many years saying, put me in the game, coach. Now all of a sudden, he give me an opportunity. I'm acting a fool. No, not Robert. Can't do it. Not gonna be able to do it. Not today, not tomorrow. And see, this comes with, like I said before, time and opportunity and availability, which the time and availability is going to present them opportunities. I remember this old, what they call him, the evangelistical preacher. That was one of his favorite tunes. I had the opportunity to mess up, but I didn't take it. And see, that's our lifestyle now. No thank you. I'll pass. I have too much going for me. Or basically, I've come too far to let you get me on that. And you can take it back to buying and selling. My hands cold. No, I purchased your product before. And it did nothing you promised it would do. Plus, you didn't want to give me a refund. So I'll pass. I'll pass. Because not only did I buy your product for most of my life, but I sold it. Oh boy. Not only that physical product, but also that spiritual product. It's cold out here today. I don't want to say it was colder than it was like a week ago, when I said it was our coldest day yet. I think what's the happenings is today is the moistness that's in the air. I hear this verse keep coming back to me. When all I have to blame is myself and I can. Blackstreet. I can't get you out of my mind. First time I missed. Anticipating this little hill is what got me. And I heard somebody say, stop making excuses, you blew the shot. And I would say, yep, you're right. And see, that's how I am with the Most High nowadays. See, that's the heart I have towards him when I miss the mark. I go on and fess up to it, saying I don't have nobody to blame but myself. But at the same time, I can't get you out of my mind. Thank the Most High, them folks gone. Well, I thought they was gone. I looked up and they gonna move to another area. I'm fine. See what I'm saying? Like keep my composure. You have folks, even though they know they was wrong in the first place, come back apologizing. If we keep this same stance throughout our life, it'll be a whole lot more easier and instead of being emotionally charged. See, the Most High is confirming all of this word today with all of this thought. It's my last time. Thank you. Be safe. Have a good one. I wish him well. Even a little big boy. I'm not gonna say what I was thinking. Even a little brother that was probably saying what his father whispered to him. But we're not even gonna get into that. We've had a pleasant lesson. And on that we're gonna take it to the house. Another lesson, I would say, reminder, just like I was saying before, the Most High will bring the same lesson up over and over and over again, making for certain that we've gotten it. Because when it really matters, and a whole lot of people's lives are at stake, or should I say a whole lot more people's lives are at stake. Then we'll be able to pass the test then also. Oh boy. Almost know for certain my numbers on my app are gonna be down past the mark I want them to be, because I started late. I'm gonna circle around this parking lot again just to add to it and to finish strong on the week. Seeing I did miss my ride yesterday, as you see all the mud puddles, we had thunderstorms come through. And see, it was wise that I went on to the house. Because not only was it pouring down rain, but it was thundering and lightning. And what kind of testimony would I be to the Most High's kingdom if I'm out here riding in a thunderstorm and got struck by lightning? You would say, well, the Most High said he'll protect you. He'll give you angels have protected you so you won't stump your toe on the stone, in my own words. And here I go riding around the block again without thinking. But no, in that same grouping of texts, he said I should not tempt the Most High. And see, once again, that goes to say doing things your own way instead of his way. And it's so important to seek the Most High's opinion, as the text says, about everything. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he'll direct your path. Especially in this area, about who you're called to. I'm definitely finishing strong today. I sure didn't plan on that extra. However, like I said, I missed yesterday, so I won't complain. Yeah. Because if we're not seeking Him in that area, we'll make a mess of things. And like I just said, too many folks' lives are dependent on us. Yeah, that temperature's gonna drop. I think the most I got out here early, like I said. Oh boy. I was thinking about leaving on my windbreaker, but I think that would have been too much. And I'm not really cold in my body, just my fingertips. Guess it will be safe to say it's time for another pair of gloves. I've had these for years. If I'm not mistaken, since my days at AutoZone. And that was years ago. Probably 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Maybe more closer to 8. Oh boy. I was just saying, I think I'm getting this recording thing down to science, or to a science. With my fallback cam in my phones. And I say that because I'm able to get not only all my squats in, but also all of my whole ride. And then I'm able to record pardon me, my daughter today on my phones. Pretty much just one phone, which is a pretty good HD cam on that phone. So all praises to the Most High for another fine week of riding, walking, and squats, and also spending time in the secret place with the Most High. But the Most High is so good to us. And like I was saying before, my word of encouragement on this whole week would be similar to the word of encouragement I gave today. And as always, it starts and ends with Him and seeking His face. When I say that, as far as seeking His face, it's going to Him for His directions on this thought for today, or anything you may derive from my talking or my speaking. on from my thought of the day. And I especially want us to take into account how the Most High led me through that little stench of adversity there with our the folks that was taking pictures in the park today, hogging up the sidewalk. You see, the Most High wouldn't let me stand on my grounds, very weak grounds at that, that it's my right to use this parking lot, and that they can't block it. No. See, us Hebrews have to realize that we're going to have to learn how to keep our mouths shut in this season more than ever. And quit running our mouths about it's our right. Because as we see, this nation, really this whole world, have decided that we don't have no rights. The only right we have is the grave. Yep, they still out there. So bless it. But see, we have to know what's right for us. And see, our rights are in our Constitution. Or you can say our Bill of Rights, which is our culture, which is Torah.